everyone, welcome back to my channel, Manis by Katie. Today this video is going to be a little less formal. I'm just going to be showing you some of my dip powder storage and essentials storage. I'm going to be showing you some of like my favorite items, my must-have items for whenever I am applying my dip powder nails. So let's go ahead and get into it. These two cases are from Joann Fabrics. I bought both of them from there just because I couldn't find them better priced anywhere else, or I couldn't find them anywhere else that carried the large case, because there are small cases and medium cases that look just like this, but these are the large. And they're the only ones that I think are worth spending your money on because they fit so much in them. So let me go ahead and show you the insides and where I keep everything, and then I will show you up close some of my favorite must-have items. I'll try to link everything that we talk about and that I show you in this video in the description box, so if you want to check out all the items there, I'll try to get them all linked there for you. So let's do this one first. Sorry, this is just my kitchen table in my kitchen. I bought these these are like plastic placemats, and I did cut it down to fit in the top of my bin up here, but I just bought them off Amazon. I think it was like a pack of 4, and I like to put them down on the surface of wherever I'm working so that like acetone or any chemicals that I'm using like don't go through the towel that I'm working with and ruin the table. So I like to use these, and then I put the towel over top whenever I'm working to kind of collect any dust. So that's what's in this first one up top. And then I have my light. I have an extension cord. This is the power strip for the light. This is just some gel polish, some swatch sticks, cuticle pens, cuticle remover, tips for whenever I do other people's nails. What else is in here? Oh, a French tip dipping tray. I have a soak off tray under here. This is what I put my water in whenever I soak off my nails. And I have acrylic paint pens under there. These are just to hold my liquids. This is to cut tips down. So that's what's in that top one. Holds a lot of stuff. And then in my second one, I have rubbing alcohol, all my dip liquids, my Efile bits there. I was trying to wear a mask whenever I dip, but I can't stand it, so that's in there. And then all my swatches. I have my Efile, the Efile cord, my clear powders, and then I have all my accessories in here: nail files, buffing blocks, ombre brushes, dotting tools, cotton balls, cupcake liners, just all sorts of things in there. So that's how I store all of the extras up top. I'm sorry, this video is kind of going to be all over the place. And then down here is where I keep all my powders. I did have them in color order, but I just keep buying and buying and buying, and they're kind of getting all over the place. These are the bigger jars that don't fit in the top one. And then in this bottom drawer, these are all like my neutral colors, and my my UV lamp for curing gel polish I keep down there. And then in this one, I have more colors. This is all my glitters, like true glitters. My shimmers are other places, but this is like true glitter. And then in this bottom drawer, which I may have to get rid of this one to fill dip powders in eventually, but right now in this one is where I keep all my extras. So I have bags for soaking off, brush those little like scoring pads, soak off. I have more rubbing alcohol to fill up my spray bottle. And then this is just like extras, extra nail files, buffing blocks, etc. So that is my dip storage system. So I'll go ahead and pack this up, and I'll go ahead and pull out some of my favorite dip powder items, and I will show you them next. I am back. I pulled out all of my favorite dip powder essentials and the stuff that you really need to be able to start doing your own dip powder nails at home. So let's go ahead. I'll pull in each item into frame and talk a little bit about it. So first and foremost, you're going to need a dip powder starter kit. So I did purchase my starter kit from Revel Nail. That was the first place that I did purchase from. So let me get all these in frame here. So I did purchase my very first starter kit from Revel. There are 3 steps to their process: Pro Base, Activator, and Finish Gel. This is step 1, this is step 2, and this would be your step 3. So you would need to purchase a starter kit. You can either choose from their starter kits that have colors pre-selected. I think you get like 4 colors in the starter kits that they already have like pre-selected colors for. Or you can do a like pick your own 1 color starter kit, which is what I did just because I wanted to be able to pick the color that I wanted. I didn't really care for any of the colors that came in the pre-selected starter kits. So this isn't the one that I got with my starter kit, it's just the color I'm wearing. So that's the color I picked to pull in to show you what your starter kit would look like. Here they're numbered for you as well. So step 1, 2, 3, and then it comes with a powder, and actually it also comes with thinning gel. I did not grab that, but it'll come with a gel thinner as well that you would put into step 1 and step 3 after every manicure. So that also comes with the 1 color starter kit. So that's that. You definitely need those things to start doing your own dip powder nails at home. The next thing that I highly recommend is these 4 items if you're just starting out doing your dip powder nails at home. So aside from the starter kit with the liquids and the powder, I recommend getting a brush to brush off excess powder once you've dipped your nail in the powder, a cuticle pusher to prep your nails before applying the dip powder, a buffing block to smooth the nails after application, and a nail file to shape your nails. These ones are really nice. They're the Canvalite nail file, 180 grit. So I do really like these. I'll put them in the description box if you want to look into getting those. So these 4 items are definitely items that you would want to have along with the liquids and your powder choice. This is really all you would need to start doing your own dip nails. This is it. You could probably find these 4 items at home, but Revel also does sell an accessory kit, and it comes with it actually comes with 2 files, a buffing block, a cuticle pusher, and a brush. So you could buy their accessory kit and buy their dip powder kit. I think it cost like maybe $50 total, which if you go to a nail salon, you're gonna pay that just for 1 dip powder set. So even if it doesn't work out for you, hey, you only paid essentially for 1 manicure that you would at a salon to buy a dip kit. And if it doesn't work out for you, you could always sell it to a friend or family member if you just find that it's not for you. But I will go ahead and put my Revel discount link also in the description box, and you can actually get 10% off your first order with that link in my description box. So if you're interested in starting out, this is all you need to get started. The next items I'm going to be showing you are just personal preference and just items that I use that help me in applying my dip powder. But this is what you need as the essentials getting started. So the next item that I think is a must-have is it's a dotting tool. I bought a nail art kit off Amazon. I think it was $9.99, maybe it was $11.99, and it came with like 6 of these. It came with brushes, it came with gems, it came with like the stripping tape. It came with so much, but I definitely recommend having a dotting tool. And the reason for that is every time you do a full dip of powder, you can take this cuticle, the end of the cuticle, dotting tool. Whoa, that's not cool. I'll have to glue that in there. Bummer. I can use step 1, Pro Base. It's kind of just like super glue. Anyway, so you take the dotting tool and you run it along your cuticle line after you dip in the powder, and it cleans your edges up and gives you a nice even cuticle line. This manicure is a week old already, and my cuticle line still looks pretty good. My cuticles are dry, but I have a clean cuticle line, and that is because I use a dotting tool to go around the edges with. The next thing I recommend, actually, let me pull this in, is an e-file. I really like my e-file for prepping my nails. I like to use it to clean my cuticle line I have a drill bit specifically for cleaning your cuticles. And so I really love it for that reason, but also you can use it to shape your nail after you apply your powder, and you can also use it to smooth your powder once you've dipped. And that leads into having good nail drill bits for your e-file. So whenever I purchased this e-file, I believe it was about $21, maybe it was $24.99. I'm not sure on the specific price. It's an AirC e-file. I will link it in the description box. And it came with, let me pull them out here. It came with these drill bits with the file, and it also came with a bunch of these file grit replacements, probably 100 of them, if not more. It came with the e-file. The ones in my case still, I did purchase separately. I think it was $20 for the set, but these are ceramic nail bits, and they just work better than the metal ones, so I went ahead and purchased these. These are good for removing your dip powder, and then I love this one for cuticle prep before I do my dip powder application. So this is probably my favorite e-file bit, which is why I made the purchase, because I really did want this. So those are really helpful. I'll put those back in later. So definitely an e-file. Like I said, you don't have to have that right away. You can go ahead and get started with dip powder nails with just those couple of items I showed you earlier in the video. But if you do really get into doing your own nails and you're wanting to get a more perfect application or a better nail prep, I definitely would recommend getting an e-file, especially because this one was only like $25. The next recommendation I have is an ombre brush. I love doing glitter ombres on my nails. It's one of my go-tos. I just think it looks so pretty, so classic. And to do that, I use a fluffy eyeshadow brush to do my ombre. I have a video on how I did that. That was my last video, so you can go check out my other videos and you can see that ombre tutorial that I did using this brush. But just if you would like to do ombre, I definitely recommend getting one of these brushes. You can get them for $1 at Target, $1 a piece, and so I actually have probably 3 or 4 of them. The next thing I would recommend is just getting a rubbing alcohol. It is super helpful in getting your nails prepped for dip powder application. I use this to clean my nails after I have, buffed them or taken the invisible cuticle off. Using my Efile, I just use rubbing alcohol to clean the nail and dehydrate the nail before I apply my dip powder. So I definitely recommend using some sort of rubbing alcohol just for prepping your nails. And then lastly, you just want a cuticle oil to keep your nails and cuticles hydrated, keep them healthy. I bought these off of Amazon. You can just fill up the pen, the cuticle oil pen, and then you twist it and it comes out to the brush and you can just brush it onto your cuticles. I don't have any in the tip right now, but I definitely recommend just getting a cuticle oil to keep your nails healthy and keep them hydrated, your cuticles hydrated. So that's all I have for, oh, I forgot something. The last thing, I know I said that about the last item, but my last recommendation would be to have nail swatches. I did not buy swatches when I first started because I didn't want to waste my liquids or waste my powders, but guys, your powders will last you forever. A little powder goes a long way. So I would definitely recommend buying nail swatches. It just helps so much whenever you're deciding what colors you want to use, or you're trying to come up with a mani idea. You compare your colors together and put them side by side and say, oh, I really like that color with this color. So it's just fun. You can line them up and compare colors and be like, oh yeah, that's really pretty, let me do that. So I definitely recommend getting nail swatches. I have, I think, 140 colors now. And if I didn't have swatches and have my colors swatched out on the swatch sticks, I would be in trouble because I would have no clue what to pick next. So that's all I have for you. Those are my, how I store my dip powder and my must-have items for, starting out or perfecting your dip powder application. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to answer your questions. I'll put my Instagram handle also in the description box if you want to check out my Instagram profile. And I will go ahead and link everything that we talked about in the description box. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.